First thing is to attain the position, pose or posture which is steady and comfortable by practicing one and the same posture every day. Second thing, to understand, it's okay now? Three things in the breath: inhalation, exhalation, and pause. You see, if you have control over the pause, you have control over death. The yogis willfully drop their body by having control over the pause. Another way of dropping the body is by having willpower with sankalp shakti. Third way of dropping body is by knowing the span of life and then dropping the body. You see. Third point is how to be free from the sanskaras which I am touching today. Past impressions. Because all the human beings, I find you all haunted by the idea, I am not good, I cannot do this, I am not capable of doing this, I am impure. And the mistake lies that you identify yourself with your actions instead of identifying yourself with your true self. That's a mistake. If you think that you have done something which is not right, don't repeat it and you're free. You see? Why create that guilt complex? As toxins are injurious for the physical body and nervous system, such negative thoughts are injurious for your mind. And mind over body reflects. So all your negative thinking, guilts, which are not necessary and which are not needed, reflect through your body. You see. Lie detector will not work if you follow this process. You see. Because you will be not lying, you are free. You are born every moment. That which you were, the way you were yesterday, you are not same today. You are born today, you are born right now. See. Anyway, I'll teach you that process. So there are three things I told you yesterday. Now tell me.
Firm and steady posture.
Huh?
Firm and steady posture, comfortable posture. Regulating the motion of the lungs. That was the second thing you talked to us about.
By the breath, yes. Through breath.
You think the 2 to 1, the 2 to 1
Yeah.
breathing, right. And then I was also looking for the third point, Swamiji.
I told you.
With the
Mind.
dialoguing.
No, dialogue was first step, but ultimately that dialogue should lead to purify your mind, to make your mind free from all the sanskaras. Yes.
I was inquiring about the practice that you gave yesterday, the breathing practice, and I was related to Sree Mudra. As your breath gets longer, should you be exhaling and applying that? No.
It is not related to Ashwini Mudra. Ashwini Mudra is entirely different.
But you had him apply Sree Mudra before he started the 2 to 1 breathing, Swamiji.
Because I don't want apana vayu, exhalation and inhalation vehicles, to clash.
So it should be held or it should be applied?
No, just hold once and that's all. Because you don't have that practice. Wait, one more. Yes.
Could you, Swamiji, touch today or tomorrow what is the difference between the Turiya, Samadhi and Saundari Lahari? How you grade them for superiority?
Okay.
and which one is easier to accomplish and what?
If you are searching for something easy, then have Coca-Cola water. Open and drink and throw it away. Learn to make human effort, and when you have done your human effort, then there dawns a grace that is called descending force. When you have accomplished the whole process of ascending force, then there dawns, when that peak you touch, there dawns descending force. It's not difficult, but it cannot be called easy.
My question was, which one should be tried first, which one should be tried second, and which one should be tried third?
Now, you will have to sit with your teacher. He will examine your attitudes, tendencies, capacities, and then he will tell you. It's a prescription. You see, one prescription is not given to all. It depends where the block lies. Yes.
Swamiji, in the breathing exercise you gave yesterday, was there a specific number of repetitions that we were to do, or just do it once?
No, you have to do many times. You have to do 3 to 5 times to start with. And if you make that effort 2 times a day, and then start 3 times and don't go beyond 3, then it will help you. Yes. No, in corpse position to begin with, but later on you should do it in sitting position. Yes.
Swamiji, you mentioned that, and you're probably going to talk about it more today, when you eliminate the pause, and you gave the story of Vivekananda being told that when you eliminate the pause, you can understand future time, etc. That's obviously a more advanced practice than us doing 5 in and 5 out and eliminating the pause.
Yes. Phil told me yesterday that I did not talk about pause. I talked about pause, but Phil was sleeping during that time. Okay. I will repeat that again. Come on.
You said in the 2 to 1 breathing that we should hold 30 seconds. Is that the inhalation or the exhalation?
I never talk about holding. What?
I used the wrong word, that we should sustain.
That I don't use that word too.
What word should I use?
I didn't say that. Yes, I will.
Is the goal to do one breathing all the time during the day, or
No, only during the practice. To increase the capacity, yes.
Can you explain more what you mean by repentance and how to practice that?
Repentance means not to repeat. That's all. There is nothing, no ritual in it. Not to repeat. And if it is habit pattern, then go to somebody, go to some place, practice for some time in that retreat, so that you don't repeat what you don't want to and what you think is not right. And that's called repentance. And prayer, the sort of prayer I discussed yesterday, praying to the self who is seated deep within you in the inner chamber of your being, thinking, understanding, feeling, and deciding that your whole body is a shrine and inner dweller is the real Deva, and you are praying to him. This way, that you see, awareness is strengthened. I am not talking about praying to someone who is outside